get started, taking a song you already know, you know the melody line. You don't have to know it on the guitar yet. You just know the melody in your head, and to move from there to a fingerstyle, just letting the guitar do all the singing for you. I've done many versions of this, and I sometimes get mixed up halfway through, so a bit of patience, and Grace would be nice, and it's called Amazing Grace. Perhaps one of the best known tunes out there. And I've not adjusted the tuning here. We'll talk about that later on, maybe in the next lesson, because this may take a while, all right? First of all, you know how to make a D. You should be making a D by now. And you know you don't hit the E string. You hit 5 through 1, all right? You're gonna... All right, by the way, this is a Taylor K28. It's a really big guitar for a wee man like myself, but I'm 5'9", so I kind of feel like little Jimmy Dickens behind this thing. Thinking a lot about this tune because of the deaths in Nashville, just up the road here, half hour, with all the tornadoes. And so if you're watching this video much later, that's really what inspired it. I want you to be able to do what I did there and better, excel, right? But to do it, we had to find our key. And we decided to use a D because D just sounds awfully cool for this song. So, all right, now, what you need to do first is find your melody. And before you start doing all this kind of stuff, hunting and pecking, you've already got the D chord. So we look within the D chord, okay? That's going to be our starting note. That's where your index finger is on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. That's just... And then guess what? You just move down to the 5th string. You've already got the first 3 right there in the D. You haven't moved your fingers. You're in one chord, and you've already started to fingerstyle this thing just by walking up the D and a little bit back. Now, you're gonna have to move some now, but you're not gonna have to do any gymnastics, right? You're gonna be lifting this finger, the middle finger, which holds the 6th string on the 2nd fret, on a D, right? Right? Now, we're going to do this a couple of different ways. And lift it, then lift your ring finger. You've already got, look how much of the song you've got. By holding it down, and then as you walk backwards, lifting up your middle and your ring finger to let it ring. All right, so now if ever you strum and you accidentally hit the E, use your thumb to deaden it. Whenever I play this in public, I actually lower this to a D, but I'm going to show you how to do that in a more fun way later. All right, here we go. Just lift up. Right? Lift up. Now here's where we're going to do something fun. We could just do, and there's nothing wrong with that on that 1st string, just lifting up that middle finger. But this song has become world famous for a lot of reasons. It's a great old hymn because of the backstory with John Newton being a slaver and repenting of his sins. But there's also because of the bagpipes. The bagpipes play it all over the place. One of the reasons bagpipes play it is because they are very limited in their scale, and this fits. D fits lovely in their scale. So when you do the bagpipes, you've got your fingers up front and you've got the thumb in the back hitting a little hole there, just moving back and forth. And if you listen to bagpipes, and I know some people can't stand them, so fair enough, but if you listen to them, there are a whole bunch of grace notes that are 1/32, 1/64, and actually 1/28. And they're super fast grace notes. So we're going to make a grace note. While you're learning how to do this, you're also going to learn how to hammer on, all right? To hammer on, you hit a string, and then you hit down. The biggest mistake most people do when they're learning a hammer-on is they don't let it ring out before you hammer. They're just jumping on it. Don't jump on it. Let it. And if you have a guitar that doesn't sound really good when you hammer on, just keep going. It'll get better as you get better. So we're going to do a little grace note here, because you can hammer on, and guess what? You have pull-offs. Pull-offs is whenever, and I'm still on that little, right there, first, the sixth string down here, right on the second fret. I'm going to hit the note that I'm going to just pull my hand off. And so you have a hammer on, and now what happens if you combine the two? Then you have a very bagpipey sound. All right, so. Now, you've gotten the first part done. Second part's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but get this part down first. Learn how to do that. And if you're brave and alike and you want to tune this down to a D, you just get this fourth string, and then you can do it like that. But there's the cheater's way, and I'm going to do this for you right before we close out this first part of the lesson, all right? Get a capo. You already got your capo. Remember, essential equipment. But instead of coming from the top, we're going to come from the bottom, and we're going to capo the bottom 5 strings, but not the top string. This is a cheater's way to get what is called drop D without actually having to retune. So now, you can use that 6th string for that drone effect. All right, but work on this, and we'll catch you the next lesson to show you up the neck how you can do it. You can do this. There are 100 ways to do it, right? Cheers.